What's going on, guys? It's Jeremy with JeramieLu Photography. I am showing you guys a Kickstarter that I am super excited about, and I just got the okay as of 3 hours ago to share this with you. So we're going to talk about this right now. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Again, I'm Jeremy with JeramieLu Photography. If this video excites you, helps you out in any way, give it a thumbs up and then click that bell for notifications. It tells you every time things come out. So guys, I work with a few companies around photography that help my productivity every single day. This is one of those companies. So if you guys have watched my videos in the past, my editing videos, my live videos, anything like that, you'll know that I use a company called Palette Gear for everything. In fact, it's sitting right here. You guys can't really see it right now. I have a ton of videos on it. And basically it's a series of knobs, buttons, pushes. Let me see if I can even just pull it off. So here's like a couple of them, right? Just a couple little things that I can push up and down and I can actually use in my workflow to help me edit and make life just a little bit easier for everything that I do. It goes with Lightroom, Adobe, Photoshop, GarageBand, everything that you can possibly use. This is how the system works, right? And you can actually see it on the screen right here. It's a little Evolve. Well, the company is now called Monogram, and what they've done is they've been in business for 6 years, and all of a sudden now they've changed their business name. They've gone a different route, and they've actually just added this sexy new system, but it's the same system. It's just sexier and newer and cooler. So they've updated and changed, and the Kickstarter is live. It's at 113,000 right now. Their goal was 51,000. It's already ready to go. I will be pledging very shortly after this. It's only been up for 5 hours, and I got the email over the weekend, so I'm very excited to share this with you guys. I literally use this every single day. So instead of using your presses of your keyboard, your mouse for everything, you're actually going to be using the system, and it's kind of like playing an arcade. I have tons of videos on it, and I will be getting my hands on this very, very soon. Oh my god, it's going up right now. But I wanted to show you guys what they sent me, just kind of like an insider of the inside of, you know, stuff that they send people. And so I'm gonna go through their Kickstarter here real quick. I'm actually gonna learn it with you guys as well, and show you guys kind of what it is. So we're gonna look at all these cool pictures right here, and I'm excited. So basically how the modular system worked before is everything was individualized, meaning this was 3 different sliders, this was 3 different buttons, but as you can see now, the buttons look different. There's bigger buttons, there's still little I call them nipple dials. It just looks way cooler. Of course, the system is set up via USB to the main hub. This is kind of where everything goes. This will change. You can put your logo on it. Their logo is even changing. It looks really cool. God, I'm looking at mine now, and I like want this like right now. So our most flexible and adaptable controller ever. Way to create, and it has here with little keyboard. This setup is going to be kind of like my setup, except I have it, it's all magnetized, so I have it kind of set up around my monitor right, or my keyboard right here, so it kind of fits within my system. And you can totally hold the mouse here, left hand onto this, and kind of work through it. These buttons look huge. Oh my god, these buttons are huge. So it looks like one setup. So basically buying one modular system, one system right here, one little modular piece gives you 3 different buttons rather than buying them individually each. I'm hoping that the cost will eventually go down for that instead of buying them all. This is kind of how I work, except my right hand's on a mouse. Oh my god, that's cool. And it's with a Wacom tablet, and this is how I kind of have mine set up. So they have the same, it looks like magnets that kind of push together. The magnets are really, really strong and really neat. You can use 1, 2, 3, or 4. You just need this main piece, and you can do whatever. You can play even video games with it. All right, here's what I'm liking. So look at how big this thing is. This thing looks like you can actually press the sides of these, and it'll actually move around. These little dials just turn left and right. Button pushes, littler, smaller button pushes. Yeah. Sorry, that's kind of geeking out right here. Oh, this is awesome. So technical details. This is all the systems that it works with. The Kickstarter is live right now. 30 days to go, guys. I'm going to have this video out to you day 1, so you guys will be able to see everything. This is the core. So it looks like the core actually comes with 2 buttons right away. So the core is not individual. Let's just double check that. Yeah, core comes with 2 buttons right away. So it's not individual. This is the orbiter module. So it looks huge. I believe you're able to turn it and tilt it. And then we have the dial module, which is the normal dials that we had before. We have the sliders, which is really good. So sliders are really great. You can either do left or right, up or down. So I use them for like the volume and the brightness of my monitor. And then I also use it for, like, say in Lightroom, you're upping the exposure, contrast, brightness, tint, all that. You can actually just take it and just boop, 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 boop. So instead of actually looking at the numbers in Lightroom, you're going over, and instead of like going like I need 50 plus 50, you can actually just slide, and while you're watching your monitor, you can slide it and actually see what it feels like and looks like. It's actually a lot quicker to edit that way, but it's really quick. I go to the next image and I go boop, 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 and then I'm done. And I get to feel my images and feel how it works. This is the Essentials Keys module, 3 tactile mechanical switches. So it looks like switches up and down, 15 million cycles. Each key has 2 actions, long press and a short press, which is awesome. I actually like that. You'll need, you kind of figure it out. Sometimes when I'm pressing something, I want to press it quick, or like say I want to do a 1 star, I can hold it, I can press it quick for a 1 star, and I can hold it for a 5 star. Maybe those are only 2 ones that I do. Oh my God. All right, Traveler. So here's what they have. They have the Traveler console, which is maybe your MacBook laptop you're taking along with you. Comes with 4 modules, 11 controllers, up to 270 functions. Studio console. I would be using the master console. So it looks like what they've taken out, what they've stopped is they've stopped at the individual arcade buttons, and these look like regular arcade buttons that you would play Street Fighter on. They took those out, and instead they've opted for these longer, bigger buttons and these switches, which isn't bad. So early bird Kickstarter $7.98, so $6.09 US, and Kickstarter special $6.39. So if you get it now, you'll save $30, opposed to the that's Canada prices. And then all access console for video editing, color grading, and 3D design work. I mean, you could really get away with the studio console. What I noticed is I bought mine, and then I needed to add a few extra, and I actually have a whole other set from their old one. So that's really chill. Here's the old one. Here's what was gone. These buttons look like these gone. These are the dials, so they were all individual. So now they're grouping them all together so you can have 2 or 3 in one set, which I actually really like. I think that's really smart, and it makes it a lot easier. I'm hoping that it'll still allow me to customize the way I set it up around my computer, because this is kind of how I had it in the past, was all of this. I'm going to show you guys a few more pictures, and then I'm going to kind of leave you with that. But I'm very excited for this. When they sent it to me, I actually didn't know what it was. I've always been wanting them to add a few more things, and they never did. So this is really kind of, let's look at some pictures. Let's look at some pictures, guys. So like I said from the beginning, Monogram palette gear, the old palette gear, the other Monogram, I have been using them forever. Every single day I work, I'm using them. I'm using them to change channels on my music, Spotify, Lightroom. When I go into Photoshop, I don't use Photoshop that often. Just even like adjusting the screen on this. If you guys, I'm recording this via OBS right now. If you guys are OBS users, you can actually use this in tandem with the Stream Deck. I have a couple different buttons that I can use that with. And if you're familiar with Stream Deck, you can push buttons, and then this can actually just tweak everything just a little bit. And it just feels better. So I have keyboard, mouse, it's Magic trackpad, and then my palette gear, and I it just sits here, and I just kind of, even when culling makes it a lot easier, where I can just go boop 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 boop, and it feels like I'm playing a video game. It makes my hands feel a little bit better. All right, so here's the first image. I love the lighting that they did. Looks super sexy. The other thing to note is these are all color changing. So if they keep the same system, you can actually change the color of this. So this can be red, blue, green, and so forth. You can actually work it with an RGB system of your keyboard if you'd like. Oh yeah, so that's the main hub. You can see the little magnet area. So the magnets actually go into here. There is a, this is a female side. So they have a male side as well that goes in. And as long as it hits any part of this, it will work. And I think that's one of their things as well. So the male can go anywhere. So you can set this up however you need to set it up. But these magnets are very strong, super strong. And in fact, if you have pens that are magnetized, it's actually kind of cool to put it on the side of it, metal pens, and then you'll never lose your pen because it just kind of sits there. Oh, this looks awesome. All right, so we have the middle here, and your USB cord will go straight through there. And then you have your three buttons. I'm curious what these are, if these are just extra buttons, or maybe it's an on and off or something. The cool thing is everything's completely customizable. So actually when you go into like the app, like this is the app that it has now. This is my layout of how it exactly sits on my computer. And basically, I can change the colors with everything. I can tell it, and this is based off of my Lightroom setup because I just got finished editing. But I can change the brush size, key up, down, left, right, reject. It's all built in there for me, which is really, really nice. Like I said, volume, brightness, so I can adjust whatever I need to adjust, change the color if I need to change the color, so it makes it a lot easier to use. I'm assuming this is going to be completely customizable as well. We saw this picture earlier, but yeah, Wacom tablet, you can move it. The dude's eating, well, he's not even eating a muffin. His coffee's full. Come on, bro, get on that. Oh, yeah, so look at these colors. These actually 3 colors have changed completely, so it doesn't have to be all blue or red. They have 3 different colors change. I like to do, you know, my left, right, up, down one color, maybe my brush size one color, and I don't really look at it. It just looks pretty on here, so even if it's like red or blue. He has a couple different, he has an old button here. Oh, wait. Look, okay. It's an add-on. They're add-ons. How sweet is that? Okay, I'm mistaken. So they're add-ons. So these are the old buttons. So if you have palette gear before, it looks like from this you can just add on these new modules to change it up, because look at these buttons before. So I have like, I don't know, 13 pieces here, 14 pieces. I can just buy what I need and add it on depending on what they actually will do. So way cool. That's exactly right. So you're not tossing one to get a new one. You can add on to it. All right, I like that. This looks great. I mean, it looks sexy. This design actually looks really cool right here. 2 different buttons. They're obviously using some sort of music editing app here, which you can do. I don't do music, so I'm not going to pretend. I love this. All right, guys, I'm super excited for this. Little bits and pieces that they sent me. Cool. Guys, all right, so really simple. Really simple. It's on Kickstarter now. I will put a link up for you guys in the description. You guys can definitely find this. Take a look at it. Watch it. It's already at its pledge amount. So basically, whatever you're pledging, this company's been around for a while. It's going to come to you, and I'm assuming it's going to come pretty quick. When I do get it actually in hand, I will show you guys how it works, how it feels. What I'm excited about is a big orbiter. I want to make sure that, because I like the twisting. I like adjusting my exposure with the twist and just kind of going up and down. And then if it can also bend, or you can push little buttons, you know, as an orbiter, you can turn it or push it like this and this. I'd be excited about that too. I have no idea what to expect from them. I do know when they first came out, they did take my phone call. I asked them a ton of questions. I gave them some things on that I needed, and they've helped me out a ton. So I'm kind of doing this back for them. But check out the Kickstarter. If you're a photographer, I highly recommend this. I have so many photographer buddies that have the palette gear system right now, and they love it. And of course, you can take it on traveling with you. You can throw it in your bag, and it looks really cool on a coffee table, just kind of rocking through. And you know, instead of us pushing the keyboard, we can do this. And it does work on some video games as well. So if you guys are playing games, I think they had video games like set up on their website, but I couldn't remember. Anyway, guys, check this out. Let's see what the best value is. Since this is Kickstarter, it's on for 30 days. Let's see. Early bird here. Traveler console, $339, not bad. Early bird price. Studio console. I think the studio console is going to be good for you. If you have it already, then maybe look at the Traveler console just to add a few pieces. But if you're going to go all out like me, I'm going to go the Master console. Maybe keep this for like 6 months and see if I need to add to it, or just change it out completely. I like new things, so I might change it out completely, but that's me. And so it's about $604. This is awesome. All gone. Traveler console. I mean, that's pretty much early bird's gone. So I think everybody's doing what I did. They're just adding pieces to it. Cool, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'd love to hear your comments. If you guys have this system already, I'd love to hear what you guys think of it. If you're using it, the pros and cons. I haven't really found any cons with it yet because it is an add-on. You can still use your keyboard like normal, mouse like normal. You don't have to use it at all. It can just sit there, just plugs in via USB, and it looks really good. The only thing that I've always said with this that I wish they would have is some sort of Bluetooth connectivity so that I don't have to cord anymore. But that's just me being finicky because that's the only cord on my desk. I have Bluetooth everything else, and that's the only cord on my desk. I'm going to push this baby back right now. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you're having a good day. I will talk to you later. Bye.